Hello everyone, this is Steve. Thanks for joining me. In this video, we are going to complete the square on the equation for a circle. We're going to sketch the circle, then we're going to make a couple observations from our sketch. So let's get started. To complete the square on this circle, I'm going to complete the square on both x and y. So I'm going to start by kind of separating the x's and the y's. So x squared plus 6x, leave a space, y squared plus 8y, and then I'm going to subtract the 9 from both sides. So kind of group the x's together, group the y's together, forgot my squared, and then move the constant to the other side. All right, now to complete the square on the x's, we take a look at this number right here, which is 6. We cut it in half, which is 3, and we square it. That's a 9. So I'm going to add 9 to both sides. To complete the square on y, I look at this number right here. It's an 8. I cut that in half, which is 4. I square it. I get 16, and I'm going to add a 16 to both sides of the equation. The whole point of completing the square is now both the x's and the y's can separately be factored as perfect squares. So x squared plus 6x plus 9 can be factored as x plus 3, quantity squared, and y squared plus 8y plus 16 can be factored as y plus 4, quantity squared. On the other side, we have negative 9 plus 9 plus 16. The negative 9 and 9 cancel, and we just get 16. Our circle is now in standard form. We need to remember when we give the center of the circle, both x and y kind of show the opposite signs. So our center for this circle is negative 3, negative 4, because we see an x plus 3 and a y plus 4. And then the radius is not 16. The radius is the square root of the number on the other side. In this case, the radius is 4. And that should be enough information for us to draw a pretty neat sketch. So we'll go to our graph here, and we'll draw a sketch of this circle. So even though it's not actually a point on the circle, the first point I'm going to plot is the center. Negative 3, negative 4. And we'll just remember that we use that as a reference point, but it's actually not part of the circle. Because what the circle is the circle is all the points that are 4 units away from that point. And there's actually infinitely many, but just like any graph, we draw a few reference points to help us make the graph and then kind of fill in the rest with a curve. So what we're going to do is from that point, the center, negative 3, negative 4, I'm going to go up 4, down 4, left 4, right 4. And don't worry if you cross over an axis, you're just counting units. So up 4, right there, that's 4 units up. 4 units right, we cross right over the y-axis, that's okay. 4 units left puts us right here, and 4 units down puts us right here, the bottom of my picture. We can still see it there though. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the dots as best I can with a circle. So I think it's best to do this kind of one arc at a time, and I don't like that. So I'm just going to start over. Okay, there's my circle. Couple observations we can make about the circle is that I do have 3 intercepts. There's one right up here, right on the x-axis, and then there's 2 here on the y-axis. More importantly than that, though, I'd like to write down the domain and range. So the domain and range will always have the exact same length. They'll always be twice the length of the radius, so they'll each be 8 units long in this case. So the domain goes from this left x value to this right x value, in this case, negative 7 to 1, that's 8 units long. And then the range goes from this y value down here to this y value up here, so that's going to be negative 8 to 0. At this point, what we could do to kind of finish up our picture is we could erase the center because it's not actually a point on the graph. But if you want to leave it there, that's okay, as long as you understand that the center is not actually a point on the circle. The circle is all the points that are 4 units away from the center, in this case. All right, I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.